So I'm going to be telling you how I went from having a Bachelor of Science degree in biology to how I became a web developer self-taught. So sit back, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 skills or 3 tips that I would recommend in order to transition from hard science such as biology to becoming a full stack web developer like I am. In 2019, I ended up getting a Bachelor's of Science degree in biology. I was on a pre-med track. However, early 2019, like my last semester of college and my first semester of my last year of college, I decided I didn't want to go do this pre-med thing. Like, I wasn't messing with the whole healthcare. I didn't want to go to med school. That was pretty much the whole thing. I didn't want to sit for the MCAT and I didn't want to go to med school. So I had to pivot. But luckily, it was my last year, so I ended up getting my degree and I graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in biology. So I had the option of always going back and taking the MCAT within a certain period of time, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. So for the Nigerians watching this, you know, in our culture, you're either 3 things. You're either a lawyer, a doctor, or an engineer. And by engineer, we're not talking about computer science. We're talking about the upper echelon engineers. So imagine your last year of college when everyone's expecting you to go to med school. You're just like, I'm not going. I digress though. So moving on, I got lucky, quote unquote, with the whole COVID thing because that was right when I was going to take my gap year. So around that time, so when the COVID thing hit, I had more time to figure out what I wanted to do. And this is where I figured out web development. So I was actually just on my laptop one day just browsing and a pop-up ad came up and it said jobs you can do without having to go back to school for a degree. And I was like, this is a scam. But something in me just said open up the pop-up. So I opened it and it took me to like this Google listing of like jobs you can do without a degree. And I saw web development and I was like, all right, this kind of sounds cool because my whole understanding of web development was drag and drop. You want to build a website, you just drag it, you drop it. That was what I thought web development was. So I ended up looking it up and what I saw was this beautiful nonsense.